She was a real nigga, eat out. Appreciate a woman with a whole lot of things. Baby, that's a whole lot of shit. If I die here, then I ain't even run my face. I'm a, when you're wasting no don't real tight when you do it. Just like listen when you wind to the music.
Hey, let's go. Microphone checker, 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. What's up, y'all? It's Friday.
Oh, he don't want to
stop.
stop.
They don't say it one more time. Hey, let's go. Happy Friday, y'all. It's my Friday. I'm back in the building, y'all. 2 weeks in a row, I made it back home. See, I don't get lost all the time. Sometimes I know how to come back home. Sometimes I return my tracker on. That'd be the problem. And I gotta come sit down sometimes. That's all right, though. I love being at home. I love being in the studio. I'm telling y'all, I would love for so many of you guys to come into the studio and kick it with me one day. Maybe one day I will have just a friends and family day. You know what I'm saying? We can't have like 5 million people in here, but just, you know, select them out.
Yeah, nice little.
Right, kick back, maybe have some drinks, some food, and do a little thing. Yes, also it's the summer. Normally family reunions happen in the summer, right?
Right.
So that would kind of be a dope. We'll call it a family reunion. That's what we'll call it. Whether you've been here before or not, or you have, even if you peek in, peek out. Yeah. See, my mind always thinking, as soon as I get behind this microphone. Somebody asked what city am I in? I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, baby. I'm on the land, I'm on the water. I don't know who made up that stupid ass thing about the mistake on the lake.
Yeah.
When they said that.
Haters.
Ain't none. Not none, honey.
Haters.
All intentional, all blessings, honey. But yeah, honey. But, again, y'all, welcome to the BBW Show. I am in the house, in the building, where tonight, you guys, I'm really, really excited about my guests. I'm excited about this moment. So let me first give a disclaimer. This is the very first time I've had an entertainer as far as the music entertainment. Now, let me back up. I had a chance, and it was a blessing to interview Men at Large. So I'm not going to say it's the first time I talked to and Joe Little, but as far as me setting up an interview and having someone in the studio with me, and actually is a local bomb talent here, y'all. Cleveland native. This is the first time I orchestrated it. You know, I had a blessing to have Men at Large and Joe and talk to them. Definitely Cleveland and music legends. I should just say Cleveland music legends. Shout out to them. But this gentleman, let me put it like this: he was a stranger to me. Maybe that's the difference I'm trying to get to. He was a stranger to me just outside of hearing about him and his name. So I actually had a chance to physically meet him a couple weeks ago. And it was crazy because as soon as I heard his name, even though I didn't so much know the face, I knew his name as soon as he introduced himself. And I'm like, oh my God, you always show love. You all over IG, the internet. I'm like, and I'm going to say his name. Tonight on the show, I have Sir Caesar Rio in the building. I'm ecstatic because just in a little bit of time that I got to meet him, I've done some digging, I've heard some music, I've got more in touch with his platform, who he is, what he's about, and I was just like, I'm just super impressed. I love being around someone that can elevate, you know what I mean? Like, and naturally elevate, not just all in your face, and so, wow, well, you gotta catch this vibe, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, but this gentleman has a quiet storm about him, and it's attractive, it's intriguing. You want to know more, you want to get into his space, and you know you're not being intrusive because it's like almost an automatic invite when you meet him, and he's so smooth. I mean, just to hear him talk, when I first he's like, "Hey, Queen," I'm like, "Oh, hi," you know what I'm saying? You know, that's what we go for. We love that, but. I was very, very honored and impressed to get to not first meet you, but then know more about you. So tonight we have him in the studio. I'm so glad he took some time to etch out of his busy schedule because this man is everywhere. I'm seeing like all the things, the events he got going on, all the things he's setting up, things that he's a part of, people inviting him to. So guess what? Little old me, Miss STAXX got some time. She got a little bit of time, so I'm grateful. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for opening your platform first and foremost.
Absolutely.
I believe you definitely have to lead with love with doing anything. You know what I'm saying, regardless of where you're at. And a lot of times that puts you in the right spaces to meet the right people.
Wow, you better say that.
And that's I think I was already following you on Instagram. I already loving what y'all was doing with the show and everything. You know what I'm saying? You're Reese and what you do individually as well. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just show the ladies some love. Period. Every time I see something, just like it. Put some flyers. Put some flames. You know what I'm saying? It takes nothing to do that. You know what I mean?
Agree.
We have to encourage each other and keep each other, you know what I'm saying, uplifted. And that's just really what it's about at the end of the day.
I love that. I mean, that's literally how I have a big IG following, which a lot of people know. But when someone like catches my attention, and see, there's a difference when someone does that and not creepy behind it, because I have that part. Love y'all IG, but y'all know who y'all. But it was always giving praises and love, and because his profile doesn't have his physical picture on it, so I never knew a face to him. So, but I'm happy to have had the opportunity to meet him, and like I said, I bumped into him 2 weeks ago at the With the Runway fashion show, and sometimes I feel like things just always supposed to happen how they happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this gentleman, because y'all know what I do, y'all know I love my guests, and I love them to tell their story. I always call it his story.
I got a song like that.
So I love it,
Yeah.
and I like to call myself the nosy host, but not nosy to be intrusive or like try to dig out rumors or be in people's business. I love people to get to know the person of where you're at now. Because to me, everything started with who you always been. From birth to now. It's a part of your chapters of your book, even the bad times. And I just talked about that last week. Even the worst of times built your character to whom you are now. So I like to call this your personal commercial. I know you got a lot of dope shit going on. I know you go. I know this man music is very powerful, y'all. We're gonna hear some samples of it. We definitely gonna dig into some of his songs and some of his experiences and inspirations behind them. But I want to know about Baby Rio. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense.
So I know you're a Cleveland native, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So what area of Cleveland did you actually first?
Woodland area.
Okay, shout out. Yeah. That ain't far from me.
Larchmere, all up in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's right around the way. I'm from March 31st, Scarfield Heights, so that's right around the way. Mm-hmm. So, growing up in that area, what elementary school did you attend?
Anthony Wine.
Oh, okay. So, and forgive me, because I want to be proper. How do you like to be addressed on air, as far as name? Like to be appropriate.
Call me whatever you want to call me, as long as you call me.
Oh, I know that's right.
No, I mean, Mario, Rio, it really don't matter.
So, okay, so that's where the Rio, so I was getting ready to work up to that. So, originally, you are Mario.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where we get Rio from. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, so young Rio, I'm going to go with young Rio while we're talking. Mm-hmm. What was young Rio like growing up in the Larchmere, Buckeye, Woodland area?
Crazy, running around, loving music. Grew up in the church, you know what I'm saying? My grandmother took us to every Sunday,
What church you guys attend?
St. James Baptist Church of God on 93rd, right across from the Old Hanks, which is
the Old Hanks, good Lord.
Yeah, which is Cheers
right.
Now, but, man, with Pastor Ray McDonald. Great growing up, great experience there. Learned a lot there, as a matter of fact, but it wasn't until I learned who God was for myself that things really started to change and get, just going in the direction that my grandmother already preached to us and told us about for the longest. But until you find out certain things for yourself and certain different experiences that you go through, then, you won't necessarily grasp what they
got that really, right.
Tell you off the gate.
Got that right. So, so you mentioned grandma a lot. I love to hear that. Yeah. So it sounds like grandma had a huge influence in your childhood, your life period. So was it mainly, you and your grandparents or your grandma or?
Me, my grandmother, my mother, my uncles. It takes a village.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to my dad, you know what I'm saying? He was there too as well, periodically throughout sections of my life or whatever. But, everything played a part, I haven't taken anything back from it, you know what I'm saying? So, Lil Mario was writing poetry and just wanted to rap and play the drums. That was my first love.
Really? The drums?
Yeah, the drums, yeah.
Okay. What age did you start playing the drums?
At about 6.
Was it self-taught or someone
Just watching.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's how you know these gifts are not mistaken. When we have people like this sitting in front of us and we get to about where they're at in their career, it's etched in their soul, their being, and it shows. That's why I like to know about younger people, because it's so many things that you're like, oh, a child they pick up, it's cute, but no, this is really something that's bleeding through your veins, like for real. Yeah. So you played the drums, and you just picked it up from watching. That's self-taught. That to me is amazing. That's amazing. Did you play at church?
Yeah, definitely played at church.
I can see it.
I wanted to play for a band, but at the time, my grandmother was like, "Nah, you ain't about to go out of town with no band and all that." We had major bands come in and everything. I mean, shout out to John Turner. He was right down the street. He's another drummer as well. But yeah, man, I wish I would have, but things happen the way they're supposed to.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I still got a chance to still play for the church and all of that, and still get a chance to experience music differently, as a matter of fact, because of that.
You got that right. I mean, because growing up in church and music, it's really probably one of the rawest ways you could appreciate. I told someone, they used to want me to sing in the choir. I used to love. I love music. I love it. And I love to hear sing. I like to think I can sing, but I know I certainly can't. But they're like, oh, we'll teach you how to sing. And I only sung twice in church. I mean, twice a year. It was Women's Day. Mm-hmm. And I think I had sang with the youth just to like get them some, But the dang old choir director, like, I could not imagine every week, or maybe sometimes twice a week, going to rehearsal, because they'd be like, breathe through your nose. I'm like, what? I'm told this. No. I'm like, oh, no. So you learn music when you amongst music and church is serious, and most people know y'all know how it go.
It definitely get for real.
Yeah, it gets serious. So for you to actually be a part of it and playing the drums is the heartbeat of the church and the band, honey. If the drummer's sick that day, it's like, okay.
But no, don't get it twisted. They'll take it back old school and get to stomping their feet and clapping their hands.
Yeah, we did do that. We had to.
What I'm saying? And get the humming. You know what I mean?
I just get tired. I'm trying to keep up with the drummer. That's what's up. Mm-hmm. So in school, you said you did a lot of poetry. So poetry, when did you start poetry? Like, how did that come upon you?
Man, just wanting to rhyme, wanting to make words rhyme for real.
Really?
And I was like, you know what? Because I was hearing a couple of things on the radio, and I'm like,
I was just getting ready to ask, was it something influential that you heard around?
Yeah, I forget what it was. It was something that I heard. No, you know what? My uncle kept coming in singing Easy E. What was it? The Boys in the Hood are always hard. I was like, man, I got to learn how to rap. I got to learn how to start writing something. So I just began. Actually, I wrote to a woman. I think it was. I wrote her a poem or whatever, and tried to woo her and all of that.
Young Rio was.
Yeah. I think I did a good job. She said she did check yes on the box.
Oh, you had a yes or no? I love it.
Throwback. You know what I mean?
But, yeah. Oh, you young kids don't know nothing about that then. That was a great time. Some great times.
That's when times was genuine.
Absolutely. You had to be just as be in the moment, be innocent. You were innocent.
Yeah.
You were innocent in it.
Yeah.
That was dope. So, what age were you when you were playing Romeo?
I was about 12.
Okay.
Yeah. I was about 11, 12.
You moved homegirl at 12?
Man, listen,
good job, sir.
I used to, every Easter or just periodically, I would get suits and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? My mom would, take me downtown to Capitol Clothes and be fitted for
come on, he is throwing out.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? My uncle brother helped out. You know what I mean? Like, so I stayed fitted with the suit. So I would try to wear the suits to the school to try to impress the
You
girls.
lying to me. You did not come swag through the hallway.
You
did not
listen, ask anybody that know me, they'll tell you Mario Blade, yes he did. He came to the school with the shoes and the suit looking good and all that. I mean, I was bringing girls flowers and all that. You feel? Yeah. Very, very multifaceted for real. You know what I'm saying? But,
and you know he had the manners, honey, growing up in church and everything.
Definitely had to. You know what I'm saying?
You know he had that going on. I turn this volume off. These people.
That was a good time, though. I definitely had a good time in middle school and in high school.
What was your middle school?
Audubon.
Audubon, yes. Okay.
John Hay was the high school.
John Hay. So listen, I actually
John Hay is a good school.
It's actually it's kind of different now. It's 3 schools in one right now.
Mm-hmm.
I do private school transportation for about 5 students, and I take them all to John Hay. And they were prom. Shout out to John Hay. They're prom today. But prayers over y'all. Pray early for y'all. Please, everybody make it home safe. Everybody have a good time. Prayers. So John Hay, what was John Hay like for you? I went to Kennedy, so I like to hear about John Hay experience.
John Hay was fun. I mean, it was kind of packed because I think at the time, like you had other schools that were like merging, and then eventually, I think eventually we ended up going to the East Side.
Oh, for real?
Mm.
What was your high school year when you did that? Senior?
That was was I senior that year? I don't know. I ended up signing myself out anyway. Long story short.
Oh no. We ain't gonna jump over that. Y'all know I'm nosy. Why exactly did you
messing up? Wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
So you decided to sign yourself out because
I decided to sign myself out. Ended up getting going to life skills and graduated from there.
Okay.
And still got my high school diploma. Went back to school.
Okay.
Went to Kaplan Career University, whatever, for the year to be an electrician.
Nice.
Got out of that.
Electrician?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Couldn't find a job in that. We ain't gonna skip past it. We're gonna dig all the way in.
Honey,
Couldn't find a job in that, so I'm like, you know what, let me go back to what I was doing before, and that was meat cutting or whatever. So I'm a meat cutter by trade. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! We got a lot to talk about then.
Yeah.
So let me back up to John Hay. Well, let me back up to junior high. So at that time, because I know what year. Well, I'm 45, so I'm not sure your age. I usually don't ask people unless they want to volunteer it. But 38. Okay, so yeah, you are. I thought you didn't tell me you were younger than me. So around that time, a lot of times in school, there were like things like talent shows. Talent shows not even over by the time you was in school because we was having them religiously at one point. But it was a lot of that. Even in the hallways, rap battles and singing battles, or somebody, choirs. We still had choirs in school. I used to love that. I enjoyed that. In urban schools, that was a big thing, like joining choirs and bands and whatnot. That's so watered down now. It's unreal. But were you involved in any of those type of activities or
actually, believe it or not,
made you stand out in
believe
school?
Man, listen, a choice that me and my homeboy made that everybody was looking at us sideways about, but you do what you want to do because you know who you are. But we used to backflip for the cheerleaders, and that was some of the best times that we had.
I can imagine.
Man, oh my God, we learned so much and just went so many different places. We actually placed second place one year, and I think the year after
that was through Hay.
No, that was Audubon.
Audubon, okay.
Yeah. And the year after that, I think we came in first. That was some of the those what,
some of the
3 years, man. That was some of the dopest times I ever had.
See, I was traveling. I was actually competitions and stuff like that.
Yeah. Look it up, man.
That is so
That
dope.
was dope. We used to backflip at Anthony Wayne when I was in elementary. You know what I'm saying? So
young boys and
man,
backflipping. I'm actually really watched.
You look at, matter of fact, I think it was the fact that we seen somebody of our skin color tumbling and doing all of them gymnastics. We were like, hold on, we can do the same thing. And we was already doing it anyway. We was jumping on the bed, just flipping. So why not, So why not, you know what I'm saying? Apply yourself a little bit more and do something constructive with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to Antonio, man.
Shout out Antonio. Y'all some backflipping buddies, huh? Okay. So it's just funny you say that because honestly, I can remember the guys in school. They had a recess. If it was recess before school, because you know how we used to conjugate before, your parents get out. We were safe because everybody in front of school and still teachers see, but everybody were amongst the grass. But the guys, it used to be always a backflipping contest. All my life, I swear. It's so funny you say that. Recess after school, and we actually also had the males that were in competition. Fortunately, we fell apart, but we did so bad. I went to John Schuler too for junior high, so we had that on the west side. I mean, so it's funny you say that's very interesting, very interesting. So did you know they needed a position for that, or that's something you just they see you doing it
that's what they needed. I think they had called us one day in the gym. We was in a gym flipping or something. They was like, you know what? Why don't y'all go ahead and join the team? I'm like, I don't care, for real. She's like, for real, short the practice and all. I'm like, all right, I'll be here.
That's what's
And
up.
I was there, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna learn everything I can. You know
You
what I'm saying?
had a ball.
The women love me, of course. You know.
Of course. Look at this. Don't that
Shout out to the coach. No, I forget her name, man. I don't know how to forget her name. I forgot her name. Oh my goodness, she gonna kill me when I say it. Man, I think it was it Carrie? Yeah, it was a Carrie. I don't know. It's been so long ago, man. I remember a lot, but that one I cannot. Was it? It might have been Chrissy. I think it might have been Chrissy. Coach
Chrissy just sound like Coach Chrissy just sound like it sound like. I think I even know. I actually know a Coach Chrissy. I don't know where all she coached at, but I know a Coach Chrissy. That's funny. We're gonna call you Chrissy for the meanwhile. Please don't be offended. He's gonna remember your name.
Yeah, one of these days.
So, junior high came and went. What happened when you first got in high school? Did you want to take that skill, that talent, what you had a passion for there to that, or you was like, okay, you knew?
I wasn't paying attention to nothing. I just was happy to be in high school and ripping and running around, skipping class, and like I said, I mean, well. Let me see. My first couple of years, it was cool. Like going toward my, you know what I'm saying, senior year. That's when everything like really began to fall apart. I really was like, I ain't really studying all this. And, you know, there was a lot of different things that I had to learn. And
so going into high school, was it like a were you more focused still on your poetry or music or?
I was still making music, but it wasn't at a level like I am now. Like I didn't have any type of idea of what it really took to do and put anything actually out here where the people that can actually listen to it and put it up or any of that. I was just, you know what I'm saying, rapping and recording on tapes. You know what I'm saying? That's what we was doing in the hood.
Oh, God,
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
so,
We was
so
having little
right.
battles, talking about each other, and, you know what I'm saying, sending each other's tapes, and we just
that's so
sharpening
dope.
each other's skills like that. I was just talking to a homie about that the other day, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Josh, my brother, I was just talking to him the other day about that. He was like, hey, you remember that mixtape stuff we was making? I was like, dude, people don't even know. Like, this go way, way back.
See,
like,
that's what I'm talking about. The richness of music and yourself tied into each other. I mean, we talking about tapes. Excuse me for those that don't know.
Shout out to Alfie, man.
I sometimes like to have to put a pencil inside the little tape thing because you got to straighten your tape out because sometimes the player get it twisted up, so you got to take. Man, I'm telling you, y'all don't know when you could go rewind it, fast forward it, erase it, go record over it. Man, we are so leaps and bounds ahead now, but the appreciation of living through that, and doing that, and then putting your skill to that, like y'all was really like sharing each other music in the best possible way, though. That was dope. Yeah. That's dope. That's crazy. I love to hear that. I never mind that. But it was about to be something stupid about me, and that's okay because it's about me. So John Hay, you got through that. You did what you had to do. Shout out to you, because you know a lot of times, especially unfortunately, our culture, our young men are not level-headed enough to actually take that step and move to do that. Sometimes they'll just waste their time still in school, or they'll get to that point and then they don't do anything after. So you actually was very proactive in what you had to do.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. You can't let nothing just stop you at all. I mean, if you got a target goal that you want to reach, figure out how to reach it. You know what I mean? Whatever pops up and shows up, just pray on it and work around it. You know what I mean?
Excellent advice.
That's the sound. That's the best advice I can give, to be honest.
No, that's great advice.
Stuff don't always pop up.
I was gonna say, because life is gonna
life
you.
Life is gonna be life.
So life the hell out of you sometimes too. But you got to deal with this. One thing you can't run from it. And some people really do try to run from it. We just gotta try to stay as level-headed as possible and deal with it. So that's great advice, actually. So you said you was a meat cutter by trade. Did you get that from where?
From watching again. I started out, and this is a quick story just for the youth, man. Don't never look at anything like this is the end all tell all. Anytime you get into any situation, I started packing bags at a farmhouse. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Shout out to Farmhouse, honey.
And I was like,
efficiency.
you know, I ain't about to be packing bags for the rest of my life. I'm like, they're making a couple of hours back there. I'm gonna have to see what that be like.
Okay.
And, you know, using my mathematics that I've learned along the way, you know what I'm saying, I understand how to package, you know what I'm saying, meats and just how to get stuff to sell. And just, you know, I've watched a lot of meat cutters. Shout out to Derek White, you know what I'm saying, one of the best meat cutters, rest in peace. I learned a lot from him, you know what I'm saying, I learned a lot from a lot of other meat cutters that came through there. But I say that to say that from packing bags to cutting meat it's a whole different shift. But that's something that I wanted. I knew I wasn't going to settle for where I was at.
Yeah.
I didn't let my circumstance get me down and just say, oh, this is just where I'm going to be at. And in me, I knew I wanted better, so I had to go out and apply myself to get better. So even if that means watching and learning, or I brought a notebook with an ink pen. Say, what's that for? I said, I'm just watching.
Notes.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? So you have to challenge yourself to become better if you want to become better.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's actually obtainable, man. People need to understand that.
And I'm a grown 45-year-old woman, and this part of my life, I'm taking that lesson and really, really applying and learning more than any part of my life now. I mean, I really am, and that's so true. For real. Whew. I can't stop bumping my head all on my. But so you with me, how long were you at Farmhouse?
I'm still there. I've been there for about 16 years.
I love Farmhouse. I love it. You're the one on Woodland. Yes. Yes, that's what's up. That's what's up. So you said, what did you say you tried? It was went to what did you say? You said meat cutter by trade. But what else did you say?
I went to school to be an electrician.
Electrician.
Yeah, I still have that.
So where did that come from?
I mean, I was always taking stuff apart and putting it back together, and just always figured that that's something I can go after and do. But I'm actually going to end up going back to school for it, because now I can afford to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
before,
absolutely.
Just getting out, they were requiring at least 3 years experience, and I just was getting out with this 1-year apprenticeship. I got to make something happen in between. So it's like, all right, kids came along the way and everything, got married, all that kind of stuff. So other things got put into perspective. So sometimes you got to put things on the back burner. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I'm gonna tell people another gem. When it comes down to it, especially like music or anything like that you have a passion for, don't force it to happen. Don't sacrifice everything to try to push this and force it to
that's
happen.
Good. You know what? I'm glad you said that.
Because when it happens when it's supposed to happen.
I'm really
you
glad
have to
you said that.
prioritize your life correctly, because your family will be gone right before you even know it, because you're chasing behind something that is not even manifested, because you're not doing the right things. You're not aligned right.
That's right.
You know
I'm really glad you said that. Because a lot of people, and you'll hear a lot of people say, put your heart and soul to this. Don't eat, sleep, and drink and dream this and blah 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 blah. When you still got a whole life that you got to nurture, take care of, be a part of, still live. And I don't mean don't be passionate about your passion.
You still be passionate about it, but you have to learn how to prioritize. You have to put the reality of your situation before your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yes,
I had to learn that. It took me a minute to, to really let that set in and really, know what that was, So.
Yeah, because I think people view it as, if I don't put my all into this, to the point I feel like I'm just going to pass out from it or die from it, and they feel like they're failing their dream, and that's not true,
You can still put your all into it, just, carve out the time to put your all into it. Yeah. That's the major thing. Sometimes we got to discipline ourselves enough to say, okay, this time is going to be just for that. The rest of the time is going to be just for that. You know what I'm saying? And you got to stick to it.
That's important too.
You got to stick to it.
So I'm gonna dip back a little bit to a couple of things you just said. So you became a father when?
My daughter is 13.
She's 13.
Yeah, 13 years ago.
Okay, baby girl, I like that. How many children do you have? 3. So what is it? Boys, girls?
2 girls and 1 boy.
Oh, you blessed, honey. All the girls,
Yeah. That's what
it is.
Got MJ. That's it.
What's the ages?
13, 11, and 3.
Oh yeah, that's a good variety of, especially a little 3-year-old sneaking in. That's a good.
But you know what? That's also a testimony too. Until you start lining up right with the right things and walking correctly, you ain't gonna get the things that your heart set out for. Again, that chain of command is everything. You know what I mean? So you have to move pure heart, and you have to be for real about the right things. And I've always wanted a son. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until I started walking right, all the way right. You know what I mean? And God said, I got you. Don't worry about it. And what my wife said, she was pregnant. I said, I already know what you have on you.
Oh, get out of here. You better come on.
She was like, what you talking about? Man, I already know what you have. Y'all got to find out. I already know.
I know that's right. That's my boy.
That's my boy. You know what I mean? And God saw fit to bless me with a
Bless
son.
you with
And
him.
I'm forever grateful, man.
Oh,
He's
that's a beautiful story. I love that.
Yeah.
I love fathers. I'm a daddy's girl, so I get it. I get it. I appreciate it. I love to see that. Because, man, these children, we need our fathers. We do. I'm 45 and I still leave my dad. Shout out to my father. I love the ground he walks on, honey. So you, what was a pivot point in your life when you like, okay, let me dig a little more into my music talents and into this gift of mine to say I'm about to pivot and turn and make this a little more. I don't want to say important in your life. I don't want to say the wrong term. With I'm going to actually nurture this more. This is the direction I want to go.
Seeing my daughters rap.
Shut up.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, okay. I gotta watch what I'm doing because she gonna mimic and say everything that I say. Like,
wow.
She literally was like, I think 3, and she was in the room and she's just going off. She didn't know what she was saying, but I'm just saying. I just kind of thought about it and I said, man, I gotta change the direction of what I'm doing because of the youth. Because music is a weapon. Music is it's also a tool.
Yeah.
To transfer knowledge.
It's a universal language.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer in transference of knowledge. So why not give something to somebody that they can utilize to help them in their lives, other than something that destroys their lives? Why not speak life into them instead of death? Why not encourage and uplift their spirits and speak something positive into them? You know what I'm saying? Like if we didn't, you seen what all of this speaking death can do to the youth or just to the world in general. What can life do? You know what I mean? Like, what does that look like?
Right.
That's powerful, man. So, I said, man, every time and then also my personal testimony too as well, I used to be an alcoholic, you know what I mean? So, and that had a hold on me for a few years or whatever, and the Lord delivered me from that about 5-6 years, man, and I'm forever grateful for that. And throughout that, you know what I'm saying, like the testimony it goes further. It goes further, man, because people gotta understand I'm never ashamed about who I am or what I came from, or what I've been through.
You better say
I've been through what I've been through to come out on the other side of it, to tell you that it's possible to come out on the other side of it. So to God be the glory.
My fight wasn't in vain. My times wasn't in vain, honey. You better say that. I say that all the time. That's why I say I like to know people's stories, because where you're at now, that's all chapters in your story that were written that got you or getting you to where you are, who you're going to be beyond this. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love to hear people's stories. I really do. So, baby girl rapping at 3 years old. Okay.
Man,
better get out of here.
I gotta change the direction of this. And that's what I did. Shout out to Tope Allen, man. When I met Tope, I actually got way more serious about it. I mean, we was down to the numbers practicing. We had 4 or 5 practices a week. I mean, shout out to Tope Allen, man. She definitely helped me a hell of a lot, man. And I'm forever grateful for her too. For everybody throughout my journey that helped me and that I learned from. I'm forever grateful for them, man. It's just amazing how much of the stuff I retain.
Can you remember the very first? I'm going to put it probably in 2 different. So it could be 2 different answers, or it could be the same in one. Can you remember the first song that you knew was like, okay, I got to perform this in front of a large amount of people or a group of people? And do you remember the venue that you performed at, or do you remember what show? Like, how did that happen for you?
My very, very first show. It wasn't even I don't think it was a lot of people. But I was still nervous. We had to drive out of town. We had a group called Garrison Soul.
What is it now?
Garrison Soul.
Garrison Soul.
Yeah, Garrison Main Street.
Okay.
We had, I think it was, what did we drive to? We drove somewhere, man. I can't remember right now, but we had a great time. I think a couple of people came from Youngstown, and we all collectively was just there and we performed. And the people at the bar was liking what we was doing. And first I was nervous, but at the end of it, I was like, man, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, right?
Yeah, it felt
just that feeling that
got into you.
Ain't nothing like that feeling, I think that was my first show. And then my first solo show was with Mama Slim Jim. She was still on a couple shows and whatnot, and I think I did 4, 5, 6 jobs. Yeah.
Okay. So when you were doing those shows, did you have like a catalog of what you always when you were performing live, or were you always bringing?
I was just getting out there. I mean, before with the group and everything, yeah, we did. We would bring our flash drives and songs and stuff that we're gonna do. So that kind of created the structure of what I know how to do. You know what I'm saying? It's moving forward, even beyond that. So it was like everything was in preparation. Like everything that I learned with the groups that I were a part of, I utilized going solo as well. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you. Let me see. Decisive.
Yes.
Can we cue one of his songs?
Absolutely.
I wanna. I mean, this ain't like a guessing game. As soon as he hear it, you know what it is. I don't know what I was about to say. Like, can you guess what this is? Duh, Stacey, please. But I wanna hear. And I've listened to quite a bit of your music actually. It's one thing I can say. I am maybe call me old now. I don't know. But even I was like this when I was young too. I like to hear rap and music. I like to hear it. I don't like to guess what I'm listening to. Because sometimes I'm like, huh? What? Or I like it to make sense. I like to be entertaining. I like to be catchy. That's why I really love our era. Like I really love the era of rap that I came out of because it really was poetic. It's profound. Even the ratchet music was. I mean, shout out to Uncle Luke. That's my cousin. I enjoyed his music. You know what I'm saying? He was ratchet, but he was cold in his lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like now I don't know. I ain't trying to just because there's definitely some music out here that I enjoy now. I ain't gonna lie, but it's just you just know what's the difference when you hear both. Even like the rappers that's from my time still that's popular now, they still stay in their swag. And everybody still dig and love it.
Don't fix it.
You damn straight.
You gotta add nothing on just because the times change.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. So I like the way you sound. If that makes sense. I know that might be that might be one of the most simple-minded statements of but music. I mean, I know it. I like the way it sounds. I like the way your voice comes across completely clear. It's attention grabbing, and your beats always like everything's so mellow, but it's potent. I don't know I don't know why I'm such a loss for words. I'm still bumbly like this every week. Y'all know how I am. I just be doing my thing. You found one, Marie?
Oh, I got a few of them. You know,
hey, look,
I am like so. I'm it's like a fandom, you know, like I'm a big fan of Caesar. Yeah,
she's like, oh, that's excited. She was excited.
Yeah,
I felt good. I was like, okay.
Yeah, so you know, because we still rotate All My Life and I Am Black.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And Mr. Milligram loved I Am Black. That was his favorite.
Yeah.
That was his favorite.
That's what's up, man.
So, Stacks, I know you mentioned Believe.
Yes, so
it's one of the ones that stood out to you. So you want to go ahead with that?
We can dig it. So this, I was gonna say that one to last, but that's okay. Okay. Yeah, give me one before that.
Okay.
I get the chills. Okay.
Right. I'll leave it to the boss lady.
Yeah, I'm gonna play I Am Black. Have you ever heard I Am Black?
I did listen to I Am Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's roll it.
I am black. I am black. I am black. I am black. Black wealth, black power, black hustle, black pride, black lives, black struggle, black heart, black thoughts, black trouble, black art, black cross, black muscle, black love, black skin, black roots, black army, black soldiers, black troops, black home, black race, black group, black hair, black eyes, black suit, black hurt, black rage, black pain, black test, black mind, black change, black move, black build, black banks, black panther, black answer, black tanks, black man, black leader, black team, black provider, black father, black king, black woman, black teacher, black queen, black goals, black dreams.
That was fire. So let me ask, because that's just complete.
Man.
Okay, that's complete.
Shout out to Smitty Gripper for that beat, man.
Smitty Gripper. Okay, shout out to him.
He sent that beat over, and I was like, man, yeah, I might do something to it. And just that sample in there, man, just resonated something so deep. I was like, man.
So you didn't have the song before you heard the beat, or did you have it?
Nah, like when I heard, certain songs just kind of speak to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm that kind of person where if the song speaks to me, I gotta do something with it. You know what I mean?
You did the damn thing with that.
And I got to write, and I couldn't stop. I was like,
so that like your first line, I am what that where was you at? Like you said the beat, I get that, but okay, you got it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I'm talking about the song because it's so profound, and it's like really covering just that first part. What was that, like 30 seconds? 40 seconds. I mean, that's covering almost a whole culture. Then, honey, you said you was a black suit. I'm like, okay. He said Black Panther. I said, Black suit that's tight. I mean, oh God, I ain't said tight in years. What happened? I'm excited. It's my age showing.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't care.
It's okay.
You damn straight. It's all right.
Been comfortable with you a long time ago.
I know that's right. Thank you. I appreciate that. That song is the words in it. Tell me the story behind it though, like because I hear all these beautiful things about yourself, but it's like covering our culture. Cause you guys are the Black Queen.
Yeah.
Like how?
It's like everything. We have everything in it, and everything is in us.
Oh.
We are connected to everything. You know what I mean? And we have to know that. And it's we are in everything. I mean, I can't say no more plainer than that, to be honest. And I just felt like some of the things that I spoke about, we had to pinpoint and just make it stand out and just really speak on it. You know what I'm saying? The Black Queens, the Black Kings, the Black teachers, the Black doctors, the Black banks being blackballed.
Damn.
Just everything that Black people go through, the essence of it all, the good, the bad, the ugly, the in between, all of it. You know what I'm saying? I am Black, kind of. Basically, it's holding all of that. That's what we are. That's what we got. That's what we holding on our backs for, and still be able to make it through. And still come out good. Still persevere. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So when did you write that? How long ago was that?
That was about 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, about 2 years ago. I think.
God, that need to be performed at schools and kids need to hear
Yeah.
that. Seriously, that's real powerful.
Yeah.
That's really, really powerful. So what we got next? We got another one, Marie?
Yeah, All My Life.
Okay, let's hit it.
That's my song right there.
That's your song right there?
Oh, man.
I love to hear artists say which song that's their song, because that's interesting. We're going to talk about that, though.
All my life. I've been patient, right. Yeah, sometimes I couldn't sleep at night.
All my life.
So I dropped to my knees and I prayed to be alright.
Rio.
Yeah.
Once felt like trash, now I'm something you can treasure. Dread at the seams, needless to say. Hope was the glue that kept it together. I moved with the dream and I kept my faith. Never let nobody dim your fire. Within the darkness, I'll become the light. See what your soul desires. You got to believe in yourself and then become the hype. You got the hustling, you got the business. I'm capitalizing and strive on a mission. You could touch hearts and it's all in your spirit. Cause every time you talk to people gon' listen. You done kept it real right from the beginning. You got their attention, it's what they've been missing. You done kept it real right from the beginning. You got their attention, it's what they've been missing.
All my life, I've been waiting all my life. I've been patient, trying to get right. Yeah, sometimes I couldn't sleep at night. So I dropped to my knees and I prayed to be alright.
I got that glow, I demand your attention, make it stop and know what you know about when a damn God gets sold. But you can't get work out of a food on the stove. I do this for you cause I I want to because I have to. I made a promise that if you bless me, I'm gonna bless you. I did everything from the heart, that's a cold rule. Watch the pieces fall in line like they're supposed to. I want people to be better than me like a sensei. Only way to elevate is to be great. Don't waste time, get your own plate. The last should be first, and I'm winning today. I felt that walk past one cold night. Had to start from the bottom, but I still got it. I see it, I speak it, I walk it, I talk it. My truth is the future, I'm shining so bright.
Let's go.
I've been waiting all my life. I've been patient, trying to get right.
The size of the one my microphone. The size she vibing out. Oh, she vibing out. She rocking out. That's dope.
Video out right now, shot by DJ Rob Productions.
So is this one a new one? A newer one?
This was about a year ago.
About a year ago.
Yeah.
Who
shout out to Connie's son, man. Yes.
Who?
Man, shout out to Connie's son.
Connie's son.
Yeah, Connie's son, man. He's a man. First off, he's a great guy, a great man, great king. Down to earth brother, man. He's a fellow artist as well.
Okay.
Oh my God, man. You know, certain people you can just meet and you know that they're good people because energy don't lie.
Energy does not lie, folks.
And he was one of those people, man. Blessed to meet him, blessed to know him. Learned a lot from him. And he blessed that song for me, man. Oh my
so is that his voice? Is that
on the hook? Yeah, yeah.
I was just gonna ask who, because that's his voice is very, very piercing and powerful. Yeah, he has a beautiful voice.
Everyone taught me that, you know, all our voices are instruments. You just have to use them in the proper way. That's it. You know.
I'm trying. I like that. I'm gonna speak.
Everybody can sing. I'm gonna coin that. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I'm an instrument. Shout out to you, yo. I wanna learn these people. I or they on IG. I like to follow people, see what they got going on and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So all my life, why you said that's my song? So what was that about that song? Where were you at with that?
In just one of those spaces where, you know, sometimes you kind of, it's always, well, that not kind of, you're always your worst critic. You're always more down on yourself than anybody else is. And, you know, at times I felt like trash. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, you know. And I said once felt like trash. Well, what I say? What did I say? Once felt like trash, now I'm something you can treasure.
Yes.
Yeah. So I had to think about that in retrospect. I was like,
that's I didn't say it exactly like that to myself in my head this week, but I said I felt at a trash point in my life, but I know I'm a prize. I was saying something. I drive a lot, and I think I drive a lot, and I'm in the car by myself. That's usually like my meditation in my own head.
And you have to tell yourself that. You have to speak into yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of it comes from. And just, you know, just doing this music and just everything all my life. You know, we used to run around to my man all my life, especially after watching the movie Life. You know, all my life this, all my life that. I was like, man, hold on, let me rewrite this look. So I actually wrote the song prior to meeting him. And then when I met him, it was the perfect person to have on the song.
Right.
And everything happened in its time, not on my time. You know what I'm saying? The song was created like 7 years prior to that. So, man, it was amazing, and it turned out great. Shout out to DJ Rob for mixing it, but a great mix on it. He also shot the video. That's on there. It's on my YouTube page right now as well.
Okay. Yeah, I pulled it up. Yes, sir.
That's like she said.
Oh, y'all do my homework. But so let me dig into something real quick.
All right.
Because we're gonna be wrapping it up soon. But I read something that really, really rocked me about you, and I know you're passionate. I mean, that kind of just exudes. Like I said, you don't have to be loud. You don't have to be rambunctious to give like a loud energy. You do. You really give. You give something special off of you, and it's appreciated. You know, it's attention grabbing. I said that before. You're attention grabbing without even having to draw attention. That's dope, for real. But when I read this about you, it really, really made me like, damn. This man really, not only does he have a talent, but you really want to be intentional about your talent. From what I'm reading, you said you want to change the world with your music, and that's in your Bible. I think that's really, really, that's that's important, one. But for you to make that part of like your actual mission, I really want to get into to where you're at with that. Like, what would music? How does your music help change the world? I mean, you have the best lyrics and dope lyrics, but I feel like it's a passion that's in you.
I think that what I'm trying to come across as is a person that is very sincere and believing in oneself. And I want people to understand the power that they hold themselves, and that they are not limited to doing anything.
Preach.
You know, because I know I'm not limited to doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Bishop Wilford told me a long time ago, he said, listen, you can do anything that you put your mind to. Anything. You're not limited. And that stuck with me. And that's rooted at the core of it all. So I want people to understand, like, anytime you start to speak, I can't. You're setting yourself up off the gate because you know your body gonna follow your mind.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And, you know, you have to speak into yourself. You got to know that you are capable. You got to, but see, a lot of times you also got to realize some people are not. What's the word I'm looking for? They're not brave enough.
That's deep.
To actually do it.
That's deep.
They want it. Their mind is telling them that
they're not brave
enough.
And I can personally testify to that.
To put up that and you have to be disciplined, man. And it takes time. It's not gonna happen overnight.
I love that.
You know, it's not. But the more that you believe that you can do something, the more you're gonna do it.
So, with this, I mean, you know, with this mission, because I feel like this is a mission at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
that not at this point, but how I hear it. Yes. Is there something that you want to put in place or have in place for youth that they can get more? What do you call it? When you know you can. What's the word I'm looking for? Now I'm not trying to call it. I'm losing the word I want to say, but where you can really be like maybe. Because a lot of children are drawn to music. You know if you can't grab their attention with nothing else.
Shout out to the Creative Healing Foundation.
Creative Healing Foundation, okay.
And that's what we're doing over there. Shout out to Rock Glass Photography and those guys. Like they have a program where they heal through music and through photography and things of that sort.
I love that.
A lot of that is being intertwined, and a lot of times, you know, again, God place you in the roles with the right people, and you looking for a team, but it's already right in front of you. You know what I mean? So I'm just honestly sitting back and watching the work. Yes. And again, the Creative Healing Foundation is what is a part of that as far as actually with the children and making some stuff going on with that. So the music and photography.
How long have you been partnership or collaborating with them?
That's another partnership with the Living Room Cookup, which is something that I'm a fourth man of. Shout out to King Six, Bart Watts, and Broadcast Photography. That's another opportunity to represent yourself. See, God's going to show up and showing out. And so the Living Room Cookup is a platform where independent artists come on and they have a live performance in the living room. They also
dope. I love it.
Get an interview as well. And then the last Thursday of the month, we have a live session at the Cornerstone.
Not ugly bad.
At the Cornerstone Lounge and Grill on Lee. Great food, by the way. You know what I'm
saying?
You
have got to. I've been there. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. They got good food.
And they black owned.
Yes, they black owned. They got great food.
Great food.
I'm telling y'all, we got some great secrets in eateries, y'all. I'm telling y'all. But please tag me in these things. Let me know when these things are going on.
I definitely will.
Because I definitely am moving in a way to work with some youth, and I know that it's gonna take a village. Everybody's gonna somehow cross paths. I want people. I know I'm gonna run into some because mine are gonna be more geared to young women at first. I know it's gonna spread wide, but I know it's gonna be some young women that want music, and when I do this, it's not about me trying to be in charge of everything. I'm gonna need like everybody that has their talent to get involved to help rear because everybody's different individually. I ain't just trying because you like fashion or you like music or you like it's gonna be my dream is going to be a collection of young women that have dreams, passions, inquiries, maybe want to try to play an instrument. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's where I feel like, okay, let me get the collective involved. And that's what I feel would be my job. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely will. I can see reaching out to you in some of yours.
Listen, close your eyes and see yourself there already. That's half the battle.
I have to do it all
That's
the time.
half the battle.
I do it all the time. I believe. So since I believe, can we hear I believe? Listen, y'all. He dropped this week. His new video came out. I watched it. He's blessed me to be a part of his fan group, and I appreciate him for even thinking about putting me in it. And he dropped it for us to see first. I don't know if I was first. I know I wasn't. But I'm going to say that. I'm going to take this disclaimer that he took it to his fans group, and we were able to watch I Believe, y'all. Let's hear Believe. And it's a dope song.
Shout out to our best photographer for the video.
Yeah,
All now.
So I need to week. It's that motivation. It's that home. First they didn't believe, so we made them believe. They say it's hard to understand what you can't see. You can't achieve anything you put your mind to. Don't pay attention to the shine, it'll blind you. Heartbreak and bad times that stain my mind. Just a reminder that the storm don't last a long time. This is past, but most importantly is the lesson. Tighten up, firm grip, this is pure progression. I want the same for you that I want for me. We here to build each other up and have some unity. Speaking to the youth to hope and get through. Create more choices to be great, we don't shut up and hoop. I know that there's nothing that I can't possess. And I know that I'm the one never headed next. Put your wands in the sky if you feel the same. I stand on God's word, this without a stain. First they didn't believe, so we made them believe. They say it's hard to understand what you can't see. You can't achieve anything you put your mind to. Don't pay attention to the shine, it'll blind you. First they didn't believe, so we made them believe. They say it's hard to understand what you can't see. You can't achieve everything you put your mind to. Don't pay attention to the shine, it'll blind you. Your friends and true signs will follow in fame. Nothing left but your pride, but you saw the change. This guy's envy with all of the jokes they say, but it's killing them inside to watch you walk away. If they not tuned in, you must disconnect. If I say that I love you, believe it's to the death. I'm only as good as the those eyes find. I pray my life magnifies Christ and his power. As I walk in the pathway of righteousness, I'm just a man made of flesh in search for enlightenment. I will succeed in everything that I touch, and the skill to stay disciplined with its work. At first they didn't believe, so I made them believe that it's hard to understand what you can't see. You can't achieve everything you put your mind to. Don't listen to the shine, it'll blind you. First they didn't believe, so we made them believe. They say it's hard to understand what you can't see. You can't achieve everything you put your mind to. Don't pay attention to the shine, it'll blind you.
That's so long. That is so long.
See? Rio. Some of that.
Fire. Straight fire. Don't pay attention to the shine, it'll blind you. That's so deep. That's. Tell me about that lyric, because that really resonates with me. For real.
Man, if you keep paying attention to the sidelines and what everybody else is doing, you're going to miss out on what God is trying to bless you with.
For you.
That's right.
I love it.
Right.
I love it.
Keep them blinders on, man.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah.
I love it. That's a dope song, y'all. Y'all got to go on YouTube, follow him. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let him give him all his tags. You tell the people what you want them to know about you, and tell them your upcoming. Shout out, you was at the industry mixer last night,
Yes,
right?
I was.
God, dog, I'm so mad I missed that, y'all. I was.
Oh man, had a great night at the.
I had
shout
all
out to the
attention.
artists, man. Oh my God! Shout out Charles V. Shout out Joe
Yes.
Little, man.
Yeah.
Shout out all of the rest of the artists in the building, man. Shout out Baby Voice Dilo. He did his thing. Shout out Marshawn Mitch, man. He did his thing, man. Oh my God. Everybody
fire.
came in, man. It was great. It was a great night.
Damn, my hair, I missed it. I'm sorry. I won't miss it.
Man. Everybody came and did their thing, man. Like, it was all positive energy, man.
I mean, you can just tell from it was like just jumping off the internet, just watching Milan, the artist. Shout out to my homegirl. Just watching her feed and just like seeing the positivity and like the performances and everything.
I think what people need to understand is that it's not always about the crowd. It's about the people, the people that's interacting and
absolutely.
I'm
big on that
space because everybody gave everybody that, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna sit here and listen to whatever that you're doing, and everybody brought it. Like everybody really did, and that was great to see.
Oh, I love
you know what I'm saying? Great tools and stuff being handed down, and great information being given all night. Definitely.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. So what you got coming up next? Because he got a lot of stuff coming up, y'all. I love it.
Yes, I do.
Stay booked and busy. That's what I believe. Because that means you to me you're doing the right things.
You definitely got to stay booked and busy. So I have what's this? What's next? The 26th, I think. Hold on, I'm tell you right now.
That's okay. You got so that's when you got stuff on your plate, honey. I love that.
So I have June 24th. I got the Free Smoke Saturdays. Me and the living room cookup will be headlining. That'll be at Smoking Divas Lounge.
Oh, that's one of my favorite. That's my spot.
Then, actually, before that, June 17th, I would text my movement. I'll be at the Garage Shop performing live. Got tickets. Hit the link in my bio.
Okay.
Tickets are $12. I think 15 at the door. And then I have May 26th. That's the show before. Yeah, May 26th. Shout out to Andrew versus Dub. He's having a Gemini Bash too.
Okay.
I'll be performing there as well.
Drew, baby.
Yeah, Drew. Shout out to Drew, man. My bad, Drew. They all mixed up. But yeah, that's it really right now.
Okay, so listen, whatever you got going on, I'll tag on my stories. Yes, definitely, I'll get to some of your shows. I can't promise all, but I definitely will be to some.
Oh, hold on, I forgot about one of y'all. My bad. And June 25th is the Battleground.
Yes, I seen it.
Battleground Floor. I'll be back. Jazzo, I'm coming for you.
Oh, Jazzo.
Nah, it's all love. She knows
I know it is.
Shout out to Baby Jazzo, man.
That's what's up.
That's gonna
be exciting.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be exciting.
That's gonna be dope.
Expect to see a show.
So let me ask you too, real quick. Like, have you thought about doing any, like, how now there's a lot of music in the parks type things?
You know what? I will speak on that, but I got some stuff in the works.
Okay, we'll pause it. I don't know why they just jumped in my head on
just know that when you see me on the corner somewhere, just know I'm there.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'll be out there. Man, he just everywhere, just popping up. Yeah, I'm popping up.
That's gonna be hot.
I'm popping up. Man.
Oh yeah, just give me the heads up so I can be in my camera.
I ain't that kind of person. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing pop-up shows, man. That's how I'm gonna do it. Bring my own stage or just bring the truck, put the speaker up. You know what I'm saying? Pop up.
That's amazing.
Do a couple songs, boom, pull out. You feel me? Go probably go from park to park or something. But that's low key another way to promote your music, man.
Absolutely.
Like I said, this a lot of people in Cleveland have great music. Great. I mean, like we are so talented in this city.
That's
all
awesome.
of the
I'm not
artists
even trying
in the
to
city have great music.
over exaggerate, but this is for real.
Like for real. The only thing that I think that we lack, and I can say this, even with me included too, is the amount of promotion that we put behind these projects.
Yeah.
You have to push, man.
Yeah.
Push this shit further than here. Push it everywhere.
Yeah, you gotta spill out. You
like
have
you really have to start networking out.
I was just about to say that networking, y'all, is key. I'm a big networker. Y'all know this.
For real.
I believe in it.
That is the major thing, man. But talent ain't the problem. We got the music. We got the talent.
We have so
it's
much
just getting it to the correct places. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think this industry mixer was about too as well. Collectively, seeing what's up with who and collectively either, doing songs together, trading different resources.
And I'm going to say this too.
You know what I'm saying?
Another part of that, the reason why it might not be so loud out in the world about what goes on here and how much talent we got is because sometimes it ain't just about you and what you can bring. like you was at a mixer last night. Oh, homeboy, this might be the more flavor you want to go towards. When you hear promoters need something, suggest these people. You know what I'm saying? Refer these people.
Yeah.
Support these other artists and other entertainers. It's very important. It's free to do. It's easy.
Yeah. Yes, I made a statement last night. I'm going to continue to make this statement. Love is free. It costs too much to hate.
Yeah, so not too much.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put that on the shirt and put Caesar Rio on the back of it.
Yeah.
Speaking of shirts,
Sure.
wanted to give you this stainless entertainment shirt. You know what I'm saying? Rick Turner, I got the bucket hat to match it too.
Oh my God, I got a bucket.
Hey, y'all,
Baby, you best know I'm gonna rock this.
This I'm disconnected, y'all. Watch you have on yellow when we shoot up.
Look, here's the energy. Now listen, what he don't know, yellow is my absolute favorite color since I've been a little girl, like 3-4 years old.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And somebody asks me all the time, why is yellow your favorite color? Because yellow symbolizes happiness. That's always been my answer since kindergarten. Yeah. Yellow makes me happy. And I think it symbolizes happiness. And he brought my favorite color. And I swear, I'm like, to the moment, I didn't know what I was going to put on. I said, oh God, let me just throw on yellow. It's, you know, we wrapping up tourist season. So let me get in my full energy, y'all. This is dope. Thank you so much. Oh, I cannot wait to wear this bucket hat. I'm going to rock the crap out of this. I'm telling you right now.
Gotta come bearing gifts, you know what I'm saying? Promotion.
I appreciate you so much. Yeah, I'll walk and promote.
You know what I'm saying? Just that easy, man. You know?
That's all it takes. So you
it.
tell people your tags, how to get in touch with you, what you want them to know. Definitely your YouTube. Your YouTube, it needs to blow. It needs to go.
Let's see.
Stupid viral.
So Caesar Rio on everything. CAE.
Yes, that's important.
SARRIO. Caesar Rio on YouTube, Caesar Rio on Facebook, Caesar Rio on TikTok, Caesar Rio on Twitter, Caesar Rio, Caesar _ Rio _ the one on Instagram. That's the only one that's different. I got to change that. But yeah, I really wanted just to be Caesar Rio all the way across the board.
So
that way,
unified. That's beautiful. Right, that's how I feel too.
That's the way I want to try to get it eventually. Man, to pay a couple dollars or whatever. But
that's okay.
It's an investment.
It's worth it.
Yeah, it's an investment.
It's worth it. So listen, y'all get into his platform, his pages, hit his link in the bio. Get into this merch, honey. Y'all really gonna get into it when I style it, when I freak it. I'm telling y'all.
Make sure y'all follow the Living Room Cook Up too as well.
I got to follow that.
We've been cooking. We got a lot of great artists that hang through there.
That is so dope. I love seeing creative stuff like that.
Concrete V, Bart Watts, Lady Poet, Lady Prophet. Man, we had a lot of MCs come through there, man.
That's so dope. That I'm excited to be a part of and see for real. So I thank you so much. Thank you for taking some of your time. I do not take anybody's time for granted. I believe time is beyond value. You know what I mean? Because that's the one thing we really can't get back, but we can definitely appreciate the moments that we have. That's why I take so many pictures, and I like to record some stuff. That's the only way that I feel like I can freeze a little bit of time. So I thank
watch it back.
And watch it back. I do. I got pictures from y'all won't believe, but I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. I can't wait till we collab again. I know I'm gonna be at your shows doing something. I just feel it's in the air where it's gonna be a group, and I'm blessed because you know what? Honestly, even though I'm a social person, I consider myself. But the more and more I get into this being a part of having my platform here on STAXX Radio, me being my own brand, me being out there and really enjoying what I do. I really enjoy talking to people and learning about people. My show, like I said, it's not just about Stacey. It's really about what's in Stacey's life, what she wants to be a part of, what she wants to learn. You know, that's why I say welcome to the BBW Show, my BBW. So welcome to Stacey's life in so many words. And I continue to get blessed to meet new people. And I mean, to really, when you say the talent, I'm just learning the last year and a half or so how much rich talent we have. Raw talent.
Right in our backyard, for real.
It's crazy.
Right in our backyard.
It's bananas. And I'm so appreciative to see it, though. I am. So I'm going to continue to be amongst the town, see what's going on, and just enjoy this thing we call life with these other lifers, y'all.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. I thank you.
Thank you so much. Decisive, you got something to say? What you got?
Well, Well, you know, I always want to remind everybody that if you know a family member or friend or loved one that's been affected by violence, know that it can affect all parts of your lives. Sometimes in ways we can't even see. It can affect the way you eat, sleep, cause you lose focus, feel angry, afraid, or even use drugs or drinking as a way to escape. But we're here to tell you that violence doesn't have to keep hurting, and you can change your life starting now with help from the Trauma Recovery Center. We want you to take control of your life because today can be the day. The Trauma Recovery Center offers real help for real needs in real time. They offer services for food, clothes, safety, emotional support, and a whole lot more. So do not let violence control you. You can write free at TR seeking help. Give them a call at 216-644-5487. Listen, they will come to you wherever you are. They are free, 24/7, and confidential. Listen, this is the important part. They give you the tools to rebuild your life and your health. Yeah, they do. If you need a house, they're going to get your house.
Nice.
If you need furniture, they can get you furniture. If you need food, they're going to get you food. You need plates, clothes. Like, look, they give you the tools to rebuild your life and your health. So call today. 216-644-5487. The Trauma Recovery Center of Northeast Ohio. Also affiliated with the Center for Families and Children. And finally, you guys, listen, thank you for, checking in on us and enjoying. Welcome to the BBW Show with your girl, Stacey STAXX, here on the station where we don't bring no static, but we show up bring that good old noise, nostaticradios.net. Make sure you check us out on all our social media platforms where we love to hear from you on Facebook.com/NoStaticRadio LLC, on Twitter at NoStatic_radio, on Instagram at @DeGirl_NoStaticRadio, and on YouTube at No Static Radio. Also, if you guys like to listen to replays of this show and others, check us out on Mixcloud.com. And if you want continuous streaming, no interruptions, TuneIn.com, live online radio.net, or MediaQ for continuous streaming of this show and all others, and for all things No Static Radio, including up-and-coming events, merchandise, and look at all our great shows here. Please check out our website at www.nostaticradio.net. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You know what it is. We've got more music for your listening pleasure here on your Voice of the Revolution, nostaticradio.net, powered by Google, partner with Colors, and it's sponsored by Lamont Avenue Wines, the Cleveland Rugby League. Welcome back. And designed exclusively. Yeah. All right, you guys. Be safe. Enjoy this weather. And we're going to catch you tomorrow. Peace.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Welcome to the BBW Show. Till next week. Love y'all.
You a beast for that one, I swear. She got all that out.
She's crazy.
Man.
She's crazy. I don't even try to embarrass myself with this. She sounds amazing, don't she? She sounds amazing.
You can build up some of my ratchetness.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Let's
That's what I like it.
Let's go. So you said you was here before?
Yeah. Can't believe you hear this shit.
Bye, y'all. Bye.
Real pot so good since you can't keep her around cause she not Joe. Make sure let me put that meat up in the taco. Big 14, she want the all white Rocco. Bitch told me I'm a cheap head. So give it to her straight out the gate with my eyes closed. Got that heat in the morning like a lotto. She like shots to the face so I give her a though. 50 shades of black stroke through the blindfold. Deep in that pussy then I got the dominoes. Remember when I used to overlook a nigga when I'm putting in that work cause they pushing a nigga. Remember they used to be overlooking a nigga when I'm putting in that work cause they pushing a nigga. Watch how you step on the playground. Relax, but you better watch out. Look down when you hit a
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was on. But when they get you cussing again, I ain't gonna let them. It's like, it's so easy to get the people to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when you cussing and fussing and all that, you know what I mean? It's easy to get them, fuck with it. But I tell myself, eventually they gonna come right to me anyway.
Right. You ain't gonna love it. Hey.
just did something to that Jay-Z beat. That Mama Loves Me.
Oh my God. Oh, listen.
You know what song? Yeah. First thing gonna be Joe, I need him to win. It's that motivation.
Right behind. That's that damn Google thing.
First they didn't believe, so